Welcome to the Senior Leads Initiation webinar. Thank you so much for your business. We want this system to be as successful as possible for you. So please watch closely because we want to cover all the really critical items that'll help you be successful. So if you need help, there's one place to get it. Please help us help you. Here's what you do. You go to this webpage, seniorleads.com/help. Support is provided by email, not phone. Saves you money. 11 years ago, we went to our clients and we said, we either need to raise the prices to cover the in-person support, or we can keep the prices the same and just use support by email. They all voted for keeping the prices the same. So that's what we did. 11 years ago, we stopped phone support to keep our prices down. So it's all electronic. You go to this page and you create a support ticket at that page. Your sales consultant that you talk to register cannot help you. That person is not trained in helping you manage your account. Contacting them will just delay the solution you need. So please always go to seniorleads.com/help. And that's where you're going to get help the fastest. Now, you may want to ask, why can't we just email you? Well, 1% of the emails in the United States never get to their destination. We don't want that to be you. So we've provided a system that is 100% all the time. As long as you go to this page and create a support ticket, we will never miss your request. Our client services department is staffed 7 days a week. So if you create a support ticket between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 days a week, you will get a response within 4 hours. That's faster than your bank. It's faster than your utility company. It's faster than your internet company. It's faster than any company you deal with. Now, the advantages of doing this, you're never ever going to talk to somebody in the Philippines you can't understand, and you're never ever going to sit on hold for 30 minutes. We respect you too much for that kind of nonsense, so we've created a system that is super efficient and easy to use. Now, many of the questions we get are already answered, so we want to save you time. Please go to this agreement online, seniorleads.com/agreement. You signed a copy of this agreement when you started with us, and it already answers some of the most common questions we get, such as, how does the billing policy work? How do I pause or cancel my account? When can I change my zip codes or prospect types? How do I get a prospect replaced? All of that is already in this document, so you may want to just take 3 or 4 minutes, read it, and it'll answer some of the most common questions. Now, when you log into your account, and the easiest way to log into your account is to just go to seniorleads.com, click on the advisor login, and you'll have a username and a password. And you'll notice as soon as you log in, there's 4 really big buttons here. What are these? We made these the big buttons because they're the most important things. Well, you're already attending the initiation webinar, so you don't need to do that unless you want to watch a recording of this again. You can click here. Next, prospecting guide. You'll want to click this because when you do, I'm going to actually open it in a new tab. It's going to download this document. And you want to make sure and read this document because, as you see here on the table of contents, it's got a lot of really, really important things. How to follow up on your prospects and get the best return. Send this cover letter or your letterhead if you're going to mail a copy of the booklet. How to call the prospect to get an appointment. How you ask questions. So it's got a ton of really useful information. Please read this. It will make the difference between success and failure. So please, 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 please read this document. It'll take you maybe 45 minutes. Okay. Next, when you log into your account, the thing I would do first is to prepare your booklets. So when you log in here, just scroll down on the left, and you'll notice there's a button here that says Customize Booklets. Well, if you click it, it'll take you to the page where you can create your booklets. It'll take you to the setup page. Now, It has all kinds. Here's a video, how to create your booklets and how to resize your photo if you need, or how to print. You don't have to watch all these videos. I'd probably watch just this one. Then you can come down here and just click input your details. And that's where you'd put your first name, your last name. You're going to upload your photo and everything else to create your booklets. So that's how you do that. The other things that I would tend to early, there's something we call the email autoresponder and the text message module. What these do is when a prospect comes into your account and you turn this on, you can read how it works. But here, if you click this, how to use the autoresponder, we will send an email to your prospect every 4 days. This helps you connect with the prospect because maybe when you call, they don't answer the phone, but then they respond to one of your emails. Similarly, you'll want to read how to use the auto messaging. This is a text message module where we will send text messages to your prospects as soon as they come into your account. You'll want to read how this works and turn it on. Both of these will be off until you turn them on. So I would tend to them early, get them turned on so that from your very first prospect, we are delivering your automated emails and your automated text messages. So we talked about preparing your booklets. Now, turning on the booklet auto send. Let's look in your account again. Over here, where did we see our booklets? Customize booklets. You see this auto send feature? This, if you turn it on, it's off before you turn it on. Once you prepare your booklets and you turn this on, we will automatically deliver an electronic copy of your booklet to every prospect. If you don't turn it on, you would need to do that manually. How do you do that manually? You come over here to view prospects. All your prospects will be in a list, and in the list, you'll see a little button that'll be right next to your prospect's name that says send the booklet. But if you turn that on, you don't have to do that because we will send it for you. Okay, let's go back to the page we were on. So we talked about turning your autoresponder emails on, your text messages. We talked about customizing your booklets, turning the auto send on. So we've covered everything on this page. Those are the most important things. Now, that doesn't mean you should ignore all these other things in your account. I would click on each one of these and read these. For example, every time if you need to see a summary of your billing or you need an invoice, you can click here. If you want to adjust your radius and zip codes, you click here. You have a bunch of other controls to customize or personalize your account. So I would certainly go through this list and take a minute or half a minute on each one of these little things and just click them so you'll see what it is that each one of these controls does for you. Okay. Now, the prospects that respond to our ads realize they're like any prospects in the world. So this is the consumer buying process. When somebody starts to think about something, first they kind of have what we would call problem recognition. They start to feel uncomfortable about something. So for example, somebody starts to become worried about, am I saving enough for retirement? That's this stage, problem recognition. Now you'll notice this part is wider than this part because more people realize the problem than ever do anything. Most people don't ever do anything. They just live life with problems and not solutions. So you always will encounter more people here than you will here. That's the way the universe is. Now you're encountering people at this stage where not only did they realize they have a problem, but they actually started to look or respond to offers for information, either about, how to save for retirement, long-term care insurance, what do I do about my rollover? So now people that you're encountering are in this stage. Your job as the sales professional is to move them along from here to here. Now, some people, a smaller amount than is here, some people will be closer, might be down closer to this purchase decision or purchase, but do not expect that somebody's ready to buy. Always expect that people are here. They've started to look for information and respond to offers for information, And this is why you get paid a lot of money, because there's not a lot of people in our population that are able to get somebody here and have a conversation that moves them to here. That's why you make the big bucks. Now, realize that of the prospects we send you, many of them have an interest or concern, or there's something that motivated them to fill out a form on the internet disclosing their name, their phone number, their email address, and people hate disclosing all that information. So those who do clearly have some level of interest. But realize this, not everybody's going to buy right away. Do not throw away those prospects, because this was a survey of 40,000 consumers looking for a product and service. And after 6 months, here's what the survey found. 40,000 consumers, 23% had purchased the item, 67% still intended to buy after 6 months. So please, out of every 10 prospects, you're going to close one of them. You'll bring on a new client pretty quickly. Say 1 out of 10 within 30 days becomes a client. Is going to fill out forms, sign a check, whatever it is you do. 1 out of 10. That doesn't mean the other 9 won't buy from you, but it means you've got to drip on them. So you don't throw them away. How do you drip on them? Well, you're going to turn on the email autoresponder that we talked about. You're going to turn on the text messaging. So for the next 15 to 30 days, our software will drip on them for you. After that time, you please, when you have a chance, go here, advisor-newsletter.com, because after that time, we supply you, it's optional, it's a different service, a newsletter, so that you're keeping these people warm and dripping on them every 30 days. In other words, don't just settle for getting 1 new client out of 10. If you keep after the other 9, there will be other people who can be new clients and new business for you. Now, expectations. Expect to get 1 new client from every 10 prospects within 30 days. In other words, if you get 10 prospects over the next week, expect that 30 days after that, you will have 1 new client. Now, you may do better. And you could do worse. Maybe when you first start out, you have to get 20 prospects before you get your first client. It's going to vary for everybody, your skill level, and the time of year, and a million other variables. Now, does this pay? Well, you pay us $320 for every 10 prospects. Now, if you get 1 new client out of 10, you make $3,000 of income. Well, or more. And that's pretty darn good, because that's about a 10 to 1 return on your money. But keep dripping on the other 9, because there's more money available. There's more business in those other 9 people. Not all of them, but some of them. How to succeed? Well, we want to share with you the best advice we've ever heard, which was from one of our clients, John C. in New England. Here's what he told us.
Yes, there is. Number one, and first and foremost, go through the training. I mentioned this earlier, but this is my second time around. When I say second time around, I had done this for a month before, and I did not get an appointment. I did not get an appointment and thought, this doesn't work, waste money. And number one, it wasn't waste that much money because the leads are so inexpensive. But what I did is I went back and I actually went through the training, because I knew people that were having success doing this. So I knew it worked. I just knew I was doing something wrong. So went back, went through the training, and it's just night and day. Now I'm getting a good reception. Before, I wasn't, just because I was using my own script. So if you do this, take the time. You're making an investment. Take the time to go through the training, and basically study. There's a 25-page on how to contact your clients. Study that and learn from it, and that's what I basically do. The main thing that I learned from it is to find out why they actually clicked on whatever they clicked on.
Okay, so when John says go through the training, what is he talking about? Well, he's telling you this is not just a lead service. There's training. This is a business building system that goes along with not just producing the lead. So there's other things involved. So if you contact the leads and don't follow the system, we are worried that you will fail. We don't want that to happen to you. So how do we help you not have that happen? How do we help you be successful? Number one, when John says go through the training, he means go here, seniorleads.com/training, and there's a series of videos. They're not very long. Each one is maybe 5 to 7 minutes, and they will cover critical aspects of the system to help you be successful. So please, as soon as you can, go here and watch the training videos. What else is John talking about? Read the guide that I showed you, how to follow up on your prospects. So it's in this. He said 25 pages. That was a couple of years ago. It's now 30 pages. But read this guide, because this is where your script is. This is where the whole philosophy of why this works and how it works. Please, please, please take the 40 or 50 minutes it takes to read this, because we want you to be successful. We don't want you to fail with the system. So, training videos and the guide, how to follow up on your prospects. We will send you some emails periodically. Please don't just trash them. Please read them. I promise you, they're really short. It will take you less than 40 seconds to read them. Please do. And then, as I showed you before, when you log into your account, please explore all of these items on the left side here. It will take you maybe 30 to 60 seconds to explore, each one of these little things here. And then if you see something that's useful, you can spend more time on it. And if it's not useful, just click the next one and see what else is here. So there's a ton of resources to help you be successful. Now, when you need help, what are you going to do? You go to seniorleads.com/help and prepare a support ticket. Those are the people trained, available 7 days a week to help you. Please do not try and call. Please do not email or call the person who registered you. They don't know how to help you. The client services department does. So please, please, please help us help you and do only this. And again, they're there 7 days a week between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Pacific. If you submit a support ticket here, you will get a response within 4 hours. Thank you for your business. We will do everything to help you succeed, and we've provided all the resources to help you do that. Thank you again.